Yo, we're back at it again. Welcome to the Evergreen pod, where we keep it evergreen. We talk about things, current affairs and all that, but most things we talk about are going to last here for 20 years and going to be relevant even after we gone. So we here right now. I'm here. It's your man DM. Will, you here?
Man, I'm here. Hey, D, guess what? They think we really don't be in the studio.
No, we be here.
We be in the studio.
No, we be in here.
We might not be shooting Evergreen.
Right.
But we be shooting several other podcasts, even though they might not see our faces.
Getting that work.
They just don't know it's us, though.
They don't know it's us. Getting that work.
So make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Yeah, buddy.
Get in those comment sections, man. We got some free gifts coming. We got that merch coming, man. All that swag, all the gifts. We got everything ready, man. Shout out to EJ.
Hey, shout out to EJ the DJ. Let's go. DJ
EJ, man.
Let's go. And then network.
Hey.
We network coming. Let's go, baby.
Hey.
Network.
Hey. Got some more stuff coming too.
Yeah.
We gonna wait
about
60 days.
Yeah, let them breathe.
60 days. We gonna let them
But just be looking at, make sure you like, subscribe, and all that.
Let's
so
go,
you know.
man. I'm ready, man.
And we got our homie with us again. Shout out to Troy. What up, Troy?
What's him?
Yeah, we in here again, bro. You ready for Troy? Got a skull cap on. You ready to go, man?
Hey, the way he said that he was so New Orleans.
Yeah,
He
so
was
New Orleans,
time,
man. So we here, man. We back at it again. We got some things to talk about, man. And the first thing is, what's popping in the NBA, man? It's crazy. Right now, currently, as you listen to this, it's towards the end of the season. Mm-hmm. It's winding up. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting tight in the West.
Yeah.
I think the East is probably pretty set. I'm trying to look at the standings. I think the East is probably pretty set already. They got a few people that might move a little bit, but there's only 4 or 5 games left. Mm-hmm. So, you know, people will need people to lose and to win. You know what I'm saying? To really move around. But that West tight, boy. Like right now, OKC is number 10, and they're 14 games back. The number 5 seed is on 11 games back. You know what I'm saying? The number 6 seed is 12 games back. So it's 2.5 games in between everybody right now to just see who's switching. I think right now in the play-in, you got 7, 8, 9, and 10 is Minnesota 7, the Lakers 8, which play tomorrow, by the way. Mm-hmm. They play tomorrow.
This will be a good game.
This will be a good game. And then you got number 9, New Orleans, and 10, OKC. And then right at 5 and 6, 5 is the Clippers, which I think they're pretty safe. They've been kind of coming on strong towards the end of the season. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to be all right. Even without, man, they won that game against the Grizzlies last night without Paul George or Kawhi.
Yep.
They said Russ went off.
Went off, bro.
I think Russ plays his best when he ain't got no superstars with him.
Yep.
Hey, but he exposed Ja Morant too, bro.
Did he?
Oh, did he?
Tell me what happened, because I didn't watch it.
Ja Morant didn't want nothing to do with Russ, bro.
Wow.
I mean, he wanted Russ was putting him in the post, making him look small.
Yeah.
And he was and then he tried to switch and put Dylan Brooks on him, and it just didn't happen.
It ain't work.
That boy Russ, but he did go 5 for 5 from 3. So anytime you get that kind of
right
productivity from that boy, they hard to beat.
I think Russ is a better player with a team on his own. He got to be the man. And I don't even
with one. If he got one superstar with him,
right.
I think he get his game get confused when he got multiple options to go to.
Right.
He know, just like I sent it in the group the other day. When he had KD. Mm-hmm. KD played his best year ever.
Right.
When he had James Harden. Yeah. James Harden won the MVP. When he got one star with him, he does his best. When he had Bradley Beal. Like all of
even Paul George, even when he played with Chris Paul for a little while. They played together in Houston, right? Yeah, they did. I think they made the playoffs that year.
No, he didn't play with Chris Paul.
That was Harden. That was Harden and Chris Paul.
Yeah,
Harden and Chris Paul.
That was Harden and Chris Paul.
They traded Chris Paul for him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got it. Go KC, I remember. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he's a great Robin to somebody else Batman.
Right. And I think I do think he has. This is hard, man, because I think he got IQ.
No.
I think he got. But this is what I'm saying. All right, because what I'm saying is I think he got IQ, but then I think he don't. I think you don't know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Especially at crunch times in the game.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but I think he's just better. I think what he do is just find him a team. He'd go to Orlando, somebody just find him a team that ain't got no other superstars, and just go stack his numbers, bro.
It's almost like you can be the smartest kid in the class when it's 3 people, but then you start adding other people who's just as smart as you. It makes you really feel like, dang, I don't really know basketball. And I think that's what happened with Russ joining with LeBron, because LeBron, like, he know basketball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just, because he played good with James Harden, and I feel like James Harden don't really know basketball himself.
Right.
So Russ can kind of do what he want to do, because you even see when he played in Houston, they lost the same way, like in the last coming minutes, because James Harden don't know what to do with the ball. He don't know what to do with the ball.
Right. Don't nobody know what to do with the ball.
So yeah. I think that's more just like we talked about how when he played with Paul George. All these cats we talking about are LA cats. So those it's the LA cats, the way they came up playing AAU basketball in high school and
big.
college. That's the reason why all of them play that same exact way. So that's why they can play good together. But when you got somebody else like LeBron, who a basketball savant, it ain't gonna work with him, because he only knows how to play the correct way of basketball, not the LA way of basketball.
Exactly.
Right. Do y'all think it could have worked with him in LA? And because I want to talk about LA right now, but y'all think it could have worked?
I think if you would have got maybe 30-year-old Bron, it would have worked. I just think at this stage in LeBron's career, it's like, I'm not about to be running up and down the court like that when you don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shoot, 30-year-old Brown ain't need him.
They would have won it.
But I'm saying, like,
but I got what you're saying,
he could have, like, Bron would have carried his mistakes.
Right,
you know
right.
Like, at this point in his career, I can't have you making these bad mistakes.
No, you can't. You can't be doing that. You can't be
know what I'm saying?
Missing layups and stuff like that.
I think it would have worked. I think it could have worked last year. They just had too many injuries.
Yeah.
When you talking about Anthony Davis missing 40-something games, Brian missing, Brian missed like almost 50 something games?
It was a little bit. I don't know if it was 50, but it was right around.
So let's say average, both of them average missing 40 games, and they missing them at different times.
Right.
So the nucleus of their team wasn't built for depth.
Couldn't even right. Couldn't get together.
So even when he played at OKC, they might have had a lot of no-name players.
Right.
Them cats was deep though.
Yep.
They kept coming off the bench with players.
And he had a lot of defensive players and a lot of 3-and-D guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, which is what he thrived off of, which LA had none of. Well, they got him now.
Yeah.
So now that the team now they have, you know what I'm saying, now that they traded Russ and their team now, man, everybody kind of changing their tune now. I'm hearing people talk now, and somebody posted today on Instagram. It's so dope. Now I'll send it to y'all, because Jason Williams was like, when LA beat Phoenix the last time, right? And of course, no KD, no Bron. Austin Reeves went off for like whatever, right? They were saying, man, Austin Reeves doing so good with the ball in his hand. How they gonna bring Bron back into so many different games? How they gonna add it back in? You know, Jay Williams talking about how they gonna add it back in. And I know they do it for. I know they say all that outrageous stuff, but then they got a clip after the game last night. They got a clip of him saying, "Man, this team's a title contender." You know what I'm saying? It's like, but everybody. I've seen a lot of people changing their tune on it. You know what I'm saying? And saying, "Oh, this team's gonna be in the NBA Finals." You know.
I was about to say another thing. Like, I don't know if this coaching, but I noticed something, and I think I was looking at it last night, and it was talking about how, you know, how teams was leaving Russell Westbrook open. Like, even on the Clippers, like Draymond Green now just leave him wide open. So what they said they started to do is, when teams do that, they allow Russ to blitz the ball. So he's basically getting a head start on getting the rebounds and kicking it right back out. And if you watch the Grizzly game, it was hurting him. Like, it was hurting him. Like,
when you say blitz the ball, what you mean? What he's doing?
Like, he'll be, when they're giving him all that space, they're not really paying attention, because they're like, okay, if Russ shoot, then he shoot.
Right.
So they're using that to their advantage, and they'll take these wide open 3-pointers, and Russ already
running towards the rim,
and he's already in the air getting the rebound. So they're using that to their advantage.
Right.
Yeah. And the Clippers are doing a good job doing that. See, the Lakers, we didn't do that.
Right.
If he wasn't scoring, it's like Russ was not even on the floor. Bro.
Right. No, that might be some good coaching and a good strategy. You know what I'm saying? To kind of use what you have to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Now for me, I'd be like, you need to get in the gym. So hit these threes. I mean, you getting paid how much? How many millions? Yeah. What you doing all day? Okay, 3-point line. Nope, no free throws. No 3-point line. That's it. Come on, screen 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? But the league is interesting right now. Is winding down. There's about 4 games left. They got some on the cusp, like New Orleans. Like, we're talking about New Orleans, and they had to make some moves. I think they're feeling if they can get in, they get Zion back to play in the playoffs.
Bro, Zion fat. I seen Zion on the sideline. Zion is fat, bro.
He ain't ready. Huh?
How? Bro.
He gonna play in spurts, man. He gonna have to play in spurts.
I hate to be this person who said like, but
Nah,
it
this is
was
what it
right.
is.
That man like he's like right, always at like one burger away from being fat, bro.
Oh man. No, he big dude, bro. I think New Orleans is a team that has the biggest probably opportunity to get in. Because I looked at their schedule, and if I look at it again,
Yeah, I think they got the easiest.
they have the easiest, but I think it's even more easy because like the next game they play the Nuggets, which normally would be a difficult game,
They're not playing nobody.
but nobody ain't playing nobody. They sitting everybody out because they already secured their number one spot. So now they're not gonna play nobody. The Clippers might play Kawhi. Like they play the Clippers, they play the Denver, they play the Clippers on Saturday, they play the Kings. You know what I'm saying? They play the Grizzlies, they got the Knicks, and they got the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah.
So the Knicks is gonna play, the Timberwolves gonna play, the Grizzlies may play some of their stars or something. It's like the third to last game. I think because they all pretty much kind of solidified in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Kings have clinched their spot. You know what I'm saying? The Clippers are 5. You know what I'm saying? So Denver not gonna really do nothing. So
the Pels got 4 games left. Or it's 5.
5.
Games.
They got 5 games.
They got to win all 5. And the reason why I say that is
They
because
will.
you got to try to get to the 6th seed. Playing in the play-in, it ain't gonna work for them. It ain't work last year.
Right.
Like you just said, you never know what you got with Zion. You playing one game at a time. Zion come out there all hefty. Then what you got? You got B.I. trying to win a game. C.J. McCollum. But if you get in that 6th spot, you're gonna end up playing Sacramento. I think they could get Sacramento in the series. Everybody trying to get to that 6th spot. Golden State ain't trying to get to the 5. They really trying to be in the 6. It's an easier route in the playoffs if you stay in the 6th spot.
I can agree with that. I don't know if they want to see the Kings though, because I don't believe in the Kings.
Yeah, me neither.
Bro,
I don't.
'cause think about this. You got Malik Monk is your second best player. Like don't get me wrong, Malik Monk, he's nice. But he's your second best player.
Right.
In the playoffs, you find out who you really are.
Right.
But he done been in the playoffs before.
But-
we done found out who he was.
Yeah.
So
We already know what you're gonna get.
so everybody trying to get to the 6th spot.
right. We already know what you're gonna get. Right.
So
Right.
Golden State trying to stay there, New Orleans trying to get there.
That what Draymond said that.
Yeah.
He said I want to play Sacramento. Why? He said that's a 45-minute flight.
and a W in the series.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
That's true.
So you gonna get to the 5 and play the Clippers?
Right.
Like,
Right. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that because you're gonna. And then I think PG gonna be back.
Nah,
I
man.
think he'd be back for the first round.
Yeah, but I like you were saying, as far as I think Kawhi and them gonna have to play because honestly, like unless these teams that's like they're in position where they can get that 6th seed, nobody had no time to rest nobody. Unless everybody that's trying to get in that 6th seed mess around and lose tomorrow, and the Clippers wind up winning or something like that, then you say, okay, I can rest. But other than that, everybody look like they got an easy schedule. The Lakers got an easy schedule. They play Timberwolves, they play the Rockets,
They play the
Utah,
Jazz twice.
and they play Clippers last. So the Clippers,
They play the Clippers. The Clippers.
the last game of the season.
No, second to last.
Second
they
to
played
last?
Jazz last game.
So nobody had no time to rest nobody. So I guess that was a good thing that Russ was able to pull that game out for them,
Right.
because if they lost that game, that would have really put them in a bad position.
Yeah.
If they lost that game right now, so and I'm gonna read it to you in the West. It's Denver 1, Memphis 2, Sacramento 3. They all clinched. Then you got Phoenix 4, LA 5, LA Clippers 5, Golden State 6, Minnesota 7, LA Lakers 8, then New Orleans 9, and OKC 10. There's only one game between 5 and 6. The Clippers got 11 games back, and Golden State got 12 games back. And Golden State got a real easy schedule for the rest of the season. So I don't know. Golden State may end up being that. I don't know, bro. Like at this particular, they're so close, bro. I've never seen it be this close, bro.
Yeah.
With it being this close, I'm looking at even Phoenix schedule. Phoenix plays the Nuggets, right? I think the Nuggets gonna sit, but then they play the Thunder. The Thunder gonna play them.
Yeah, they playing.
Then they play the Spurs. You know, Spurs hustle. You know what I'm saying? They play the Nuggets again. Then they play the Lakers, which is going to be the first time we see KD and LeBron play against each other. I think it's been like 4 or 5 years.
Unless the spots are already clinched for KD now.
Right. Because if it is, he's not gonna play.
He's not gonna play.
And I know they're not gonna play him. Right, but I don't know if it's gonna be clinched and then they play the Clippers last game of the season.
Bro, this gonna be a fire playoffs.
No. The playoffs gonna be off the chain. Yeah,
Must watch TV, man.
Yeah,
hey, but when you think about this. The bottom half,
the West anyway.
The West bottom half is literally supposed to be the top half.
Yeah. No doubt. Because right now, and with the teams right now as is, if Andrew Wiggins is there, right, then literally it should be Golden State. Golden State up there, Lakers up there. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep Denver at the top. You know what I'm saying? And Phoenix, like that should be top four seeds.
Right.
But because of how the season starts, because you got late trades, KD got traded in the middle. LA makes them trades. Because of that, the rest of them teams kind of stayed put. Denver, Memphis, Sacramento, they was what they were. Mm-hmm. Golden State. I mean, even though they got Gary Payton, it's not really a big trade to really change the trajectory of the team. The Clippers got Russ. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, a lot of them teams stayed put. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's gonna be scrappy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be scrappy to watch. I'm just ready to see it.
I got a question, man. What y'all think about them Timberwolves, man, Minnesota? Because the way they built their team and constructed their team, it's like they always gonna be a lower tier team, but they always making the playoffs, so they're not in the lottery really. So they're not getting the number 1 and number 2 pick. So how y'all feel about the way they got their team constructed and what they gonna do for the long term? Because it's like y'all in never ending la la land. Like y'all don't have no which way to go. And
they've been that way. They've been that way since KG. I think it's an organizational thing.
Yep.
I think it's an organizational thing. I think it's how they handle business. You never hear much about them changing stuff in the front office, but I think it's organizational. I think how they draft too. And I'm gonna be straight up. Them boys ain't gonna do nothing with Karl Anthony Towns. And I don't care what nobody say. They just not gonna do it. He aggravates me more than AD aggravates me. And I told y'all that he aggravates me. Like if anybody and then they play the same school. They can't. Mm-hmm. He aggravates me more than AD does, and the reason he does is because he has all the intangibles, and I've seen him put buckets up on people, and I know the way he moves that if he really knew it here, he can't be guarded. Mm-hmm. But he don't. He's They be playing him, and they clowned him on. They've been clowning him on Twitter all day because he's trying to do that little thing that old boy from Brooklyn be doing. What's her boy, man? Got traded to Brooklyn, man. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think his name right now. I'm looking at him.
Dinwiddie?
No, the other dude. I'm looking at him right now, bro.
Oh man. Mikal Bridges?
Mikal Bridges. You know he do that little thing when he shoot a three? Mm-hmm. He was trying to do it, and somebody videoed and put him on Twitter. And everybody started going off to my goof troop, talking about all kind of stuff, right? And it's like he does these cheesy things, and I think that's a part of it. I think that he tries to put off confidence, but I don't care what you're saying and what you're doing in interviews.
Even the voice change thing.
Even the voice change, yeah. The whole thing is like, hey, bro, stop all that. Go play ball. Matter of fact, don't do no more interviews. After the game, let them talk to somebody else. Right. I just want you to go get 30 and 12.
Right.
Yeah.
Every night. And block some shots. They brought Rudy Gobert over here, so now you don't have to play defense. You don't have to play defense on the big man. Mm-hmm. You got a baller in Ant. Mm-hmm. So what we talking about? And they got some other little ballers on their team. They got defense on there. Mm-hmm. So for me, he's the main part of that team, and I don't think they're gonna do nothing with him.
I don't think he leave if they get Ant earlier. I don't think Jimmy Butler lead that team, but I think
I don't think so either.
But just being around like Anthony Towns, I think that what drove him away, bro. Like it was just like it was like, bro, you are really fake, and you soft,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you soft, right? And you trying to act like you're not,
right?
And you one of the biggest dudes in the NBA, but you big softy.
You big softy.
Yeah, you soft serve, but Dairy Queen.
Oh, man, soft serve. Call this man soft serve.
Soft serve, but that's what it is, bro. I mean,
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen, man. You remember soft serve, man? You go get the around and you spinning around like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I don't know, man. We're gonna see I'm excited to see what the rest of it is. I'm definitely excited about the Lakers because they playing top-notch basketball. We hadn't even seen it yet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Last night was the first time since Bron been back that we saw everybody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all see what I was talking about as far as like the things that even D-Lo do.
Or make a difference.
How you just put people in position, bro.
Yeah.
It make a difference. And then another thing too, him being able to bring the ball down, it allows Bron to be everywhere.
Exactly.
And do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. What's his name? Might be cold right now, but I promise you, I feel like he remind me of like Danny Greenwood.
Beasley?
Beasley. Like he might be cold right now.
But he heat up.
But let him mess around and catch fire in the playoffs and just ride that wave all the way through, bro.
Yep. You know, LeBron has always had somebody on his team like that because Mike Miller was like that. Mike Miller was like that in Miami. He was like, JR. JR at the top. He number one for that. You know?
Getting outside, Bron said, nope, keep shooting.
Keep shooting. Just let it go.
Just let it go.
You know what I'm saying? And so we're gonna see. It's gonna make for some good ball. Him and Lonnie gonna make some good shooting during the playoffs. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see how that goes.
One more.
Good.
So I'm a big basketball fan when it comes to players, right? So I like to watch player careers and how they develop. So I'm big into that. So I've been watching them for a while now. Jason Tatum, man, with the Celtics.
Yeah, right.
So the way I like the way they got their team set up.
Yep.
But the kid is 25 years old.
25.
He done made several All-Stars, All NBA teams.
Right.
I don't know where they go at in the East if they don't win this year.
Right.
If they don't get to the NBA Finals this year, I feel personally that they have to break that team up.
But they're gonna break it up then.
Because if you're gonna keep Tatum for the next 10 years until he's 35, y'all have to get at least one win.
Right.
Y'all gotta win one ship, yo.
Right.
Like I don't see no other way without breaking that team up. You can't keep riding Brown. You can't. It ain't work. If it ain't work, it ain't work.
Ain't gonna work.
I wouldn't break it up. The only reason I wouldn't break it up is because the coach, them losing their coach, it was a setback. You know what I'm saying?
Udoka?
Yeah, I think them losing him was a setback, bro. And you watching this team, it just show you like really how good this team is. And we're gonna have to find out if this coach really about what he, if he can handle that responsibility that Udoka was able to do. Like Udoka was a good coach, and he made them boys play defense. And I see a lot of times this year where they wasn't doing that last year. They were dependent on their defense last year. And you don't see that a lot. A lot of them now is more so Tatum trying to get his, Brown trying to get his. And you know what I'm saying? Smart not even playing defense like he was last year. And I think that's the coaching that's the coach problem. And so I think I give it one more year. Honestly, I give it one more year with this new coach if they decide to keep him. If it doesn't work, then I'll break it up. But I think you just got to give it one more year because you switched the coach on him. Now, if Udoka was here and it didn't work, then I say break it up.
My only thing is they said the same thing when they hired you, though, because they had another head coach that took the front office job.
Yeah, Stevens.
So it's not like we haven't seen this before. Is what I'm saying. I'm seeing this on repeat right now. So every couple of years they saying the same thing. Hey, we got a new coach, so give us another year.
Right.
But you said it losing years with a young Jason Tatum is what I'm saying.
It ain't the coach to me. It ain't the coach to me. To me, the year that you giving them was this year for me. You get to the finals. Now, how many years they've been playing together? They've been about 4 years, about 3 or 4 years. All of us have been saying they're good. We've seen Jaylen Brown game elevate. I mean, amazingly, because when he came in the league, we ain't know him for number defense.
Yep.
Now he's hooping, right? I do think he takes ill-advised shots, and that may just be from youngness and just from whatever. I do think he takes ill-advised shots at certain times. It's almost like you love him when he make it and you hate it when he miss it, but it's at certain times. I also have seen him not defer to Jason Tatum when maybe he should have. But here's my thing on that. I don't think, this is me personally, and it's tough, not game-wise, but mentality-wise, personality-wise, I don't think Jason Tatum is a 1.
I was about to say the same thing.
You see what I'm saying? The alpha male on that team is Marcus Smart, which says a lot about what's going on. You see what I'm saying? And so if Jason Tatum, see, I said it, man, it's funny, man, but I always saw everybody elevating. I saw Kobe elevate his game when they got that case. He caught that case. Yeah. He beat it. Black Mamba, I'm on y'all. I don't care what y'all talking about. And he needed that. Yeah. I'm not saying he needed the case, but he needed that thing to motivate him. Yeah. LeBron had the same thing. He started hating on him about the decision. He come out black mass, like Batman, like let's go. You know what I'm saying? And it was killing them boys for the next 4 years, right? I think that Jason Tatum needs somebody to cheat on him or something. Or he needs something to happen to get that Like he's too. I don't even call it dog because I done seen him dog people. I don't want to call it clutch because I seen him hit. It's not even those clickbait words we use, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like I need him, and maybe it's because his youngness. Maybe it's because he's never been put in a position to have to do this, right? To me, this is just me. I'm okay with getting rid of Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown. If we're going to bring other pieces in, because I'm going to tell y'all, you know something everybody's sleeping on? Boy, Marcus Brogdon be hooping. He be getting buckets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That point?
Yep.
He came in and dropped 27 one night. You know what I'm saying? And he played defense. So I could put him at point and get some other pieces. I don't know who right now, but I get some other pieces and allow Jason Tatum to be the man. Right now, he not the man. Yeah. He the man. All of us know he the man on that team. But I think two of them on that team think they the man. Yeah. 2.5 of them. I think Jason Tatum believe the man. I believe Jaylen Brown believe he the man. And I believe that Marcus Smart believe he the man, even though he ain't got the game to be the man.
Honestly, I think if I get an opportunity for this team, I'll let probably Smart go. And I would keep Jaylen Brown. I don't know why nobody don't believe in this dude.
Well, the only reason I give rid of him too is I think they play the same position. Like I think that they two.
Bro, like you watched them do what they did with Kyrie.
Who the man on that team?
Nah, I don't think either one of them believe. I don't think they think like that, and that's that young generation type thing. Like everybody try to be friendly or whatever. Like Smart. He think he's not the man. Nobody like really when they start talking, they're like, bro, you scored 3 points. Like, chill. But I feel like if you replace him, you keep Brogdon on that team with Jason Tatum, and you bring in somebody like, you know, Draymond at the last year of his contract or whatever. But I don't know if they're gonna have enough money to do that. But if they could, I'm just saying, like, that type of player with them dudes, because I seen a lot of times where Jaylen Brown then bailed Jason Tatum out. Like, Jason Tatum would be, like, shooting bad. And this dude literally will keep him in the game. And I think that if you find yourself where you have...
He's a volume shooter, too.
A good small forward and a good shooting guard, and they both can play defense. Like, when I seen what they did with Kyrie and KD, I'm like, man... This can be like something serious.
But no, but they come up with the same problem. All right, it's the same problem. Ain't nobody gonna lead their team, and that only matters when I see a Boston Celtics team that was on fire last year, that plays a Golden State team that none of us thought was gonna make it to the finals, and lose to them. They should not have lost their series. But why did they lose their series? Because Golden State know who the man is on their team. Steph Curry is the man on that team, and Draymond is the heart. So they know that. We don't know where the heart at on that team. Yeah. We don't know where the heart at. We don't know who on that team gonna elbow somebody and get a flagrant foul. Al Horford. Y'all know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's that type of thing. And I just don't know. Now I just thought about something. You know what I would do? And I would take two players that play the kind of same position or maybe different. I'll trade Jaylen Brown for Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Butler? Mm-hmm. Jimmy Butler and Jason Tatum? Oh, yeah. Jimmy Butler on that team last year against the Warriors, we got a different outcome. Yeah. Because he's going to – I saw Jimmy when they played the Lakers in the finals. They're in the bubble. And I know it's a bubble game, but I saw it. And I've seen Jimmy do this in Chicago or whatever. I saw him do it in Minnesota. I saw him do it in Philly. Mm-hmm. I saw Jimmy. Jimmy knows. Jimmy doesn't seem like the most talented player. He's not. He's usually not the most talented player on the team. What you about to say, bro? You got to see the look on your face.
I was just about to say, I don't think they would wouldn't be Golden State. Let me tell you why they wouldn't be Golden State, Drew.
Okay.
My man Draymond literally like, I can enter this game and get y'all 0-0-0 and just get on y'all nerves. And I think he did it to Tatum and he did it to Brown like Brown was going off in this series, bruh.
Right, he was.
Then Draymond knew exactly what to do.
But see, that's what I'm talking about.
That wouldn't work with Jimmy, though.
They ain't going to work with Jimmy. And I know what I'm talking about. Jimmy, I watched Jimmy, and I seen Jimmy. Jimmy knows, I'm going to slow this down on y'all. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what y'all doing. Y'all trying to agitate me? All right. And I'm not saying nothing to y'all. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to hit you with it quick. 4-5 buckets.
Yeah.
Little 8-foot jumpers. You know what I'm saying? And he played defense.
But he's like, unless Jimmy gonna be able to tell Tatum to calm down, because I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like Draymond,
but that's what I'm saying.
Who they just played? They played the Pelicans, right? Draymond knows that these games are important.
Right, so he
did?
He gonna make a hard foul. Right.
He told the dude, "You ain't cut like that.
Right.
Stop acting like that. You ain't cut like that.
Right.
And what you gonna say, bro? You got these 0 points. He gonna be like, okay.
But who gonna talk to him back on the Pelicans? McCullough tried to talk to him, but that ain't.
Nah.
But that's what I'm saying.
But that's his only job, bro.
But him and Jimmy cancel out. If he start talking that crazy, Jim, what Jimmy doing? Man, you don't watch Jimmy, man. Yeah. Jimmy gonna be like, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah. He gonna talk his noise too. Jimmy gonna get in somebody else's head.
Yeah. But he ain't going. He gonna let Jimmy do what he do. He gonna go for the next week link. Who the next week link?
Tatum.
And that's what I'm saying.
But we got leadership like Jimmy. That's the difference.
I've seen.
You waiting on Horford to give you leadership, man. That ain't working because he ain't giving you no points.
When Jimmy them played, and I thought there was no way in hell that's gonna beat them boys just because they had a better team. But when Jimmy them played the Lakers forget that. Jimmy them played Boston for the Eastern Conference Finals. Mm-hmm. You remember when that's when Bam made that block on Jason Tatum.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is. They wasn't better than Boston. Mm-mm. Boston has had Boston's had the best team in the East in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Barring that 1 year, Giannis didn't win when they first got Drew, and the Drew kind of gone off this year too. So about dropped 51 the other night, by the way, right?
Wait, who?
Drew dropped 51 the other night. Yeah, it was crazy, but. That's my boy, but they've had arguably the top 1 or 2 teams, top 1 or 2 seeds in the West
every year.
I'm not talking about just playoffs, just general talent every year, right? And even in the bubble, that's what they took them boys hard. Like Jimmy them took them boys hard, and I watched Jimmy them play a better Lakers team, right? I watched him play a better Lakers team. And Jimmy don't have nobody on that team either. Like Bam, he kind of like, I don't want to call him passive but he's like, he's not really like gonna go for it.
I thought he'd been turning the corner.
Yeah, so he didn't have nobody.
That's just his game.
That's just his game at this point. He's gonna have to be that type of player. He's gonna be like a four. And it's gonna be like I would call him an elite role player.
Yeah,
he one of those.
Like, he's not just a role player, but he's better.
I didn't watch, like, even Kobe told Julius Randle when he was playing with Julius Randle, like, he's like, I seen you shoot. You can shoot the ball.
Right.
And you know how you see Julius Randle
shooting the ball, right?
Bam is like that.
Right.
Bam can shoot.
Right.
But he don't shoot.
He can shoot. Hey, Julius Randle, he got heart.
Yeah,
and he got game.
And I don't know.
He one of them players that fit.
Yeah, they're not coaching Bam up. Bam need another coach to coach him up.
Yeah,
he need another coach to coach him up. And I don't know if Jimmy is a player to talk him up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But Jimmy will call you. He'll probably call you a hoe or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just in general, because if you're playing like that, that's why it didn't last in Minnesota. That's why it didn't last in Philly.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. But I do think if he went to Boston, I don't think Jason Tatum ain't got the ability to do it. But I think right now at this particular time, everybody too cool.
Yeah,
and that's why they're not gonna win.
They're not. No.
So like y'all.
So you gotta go, Troy. You gotta go.
Yeah, going back to Will, so I agree. Like you gonna have to break that team up because honestly, nobody had beaten Milwaukee, bro.
Not playing like this.
Yeah. Because think about Milwaukee, they got a team full of dogs. First of all, their leader is a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Not playing like this.
Giannis a dog. Then you got Crowder. Then you got Jabdu Porter, who just roughhouse.
And Lopez.
And Lopez.
Lopez too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got Drew, who quiet but gonna get up in your mouth.
And Middleton.
Yeah.
They the team to beat in the East.
Yeah. And that's the only reason they lost last year, honestly, to go Boston is because Middleton is out.
Point blank. Everybody trying to believe in Philly, but I don't believe in Harden, number one.
I don't.
And I definitely don't believe in Tobias Harris. He a bucket.
He's so skilled.
I like Tobias Harris, and I think he a bucket on the right team, but he cannot be your third option.
No.
Yeah.
Not
you having to depend on him.
No, he can be a third. No. You know what? He could play with the Lakers. With Bron and AD, he could play with them. Mm-hmm. You take Rui out, put him in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could play with them.
Yeah.
So he can be a third option, but he's got to be a third option with a certain type of player.
Yeah.
He can't be a third option with James Harden and Joel Embiid in front of him. Joel Embiid, maybe. Another player that got something, maybe. Yeah. But not with James Harden and Joel Embiid.
Right.
It just ain't gonna do it. And but he's so nice with it.
Yeah.
But I at certain times I just don't believe in it when it counts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think but back to Boston, I think this is the year. I think they got to break them boys up. Somebody they got to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because I see his career going the same way as Paul George. Like he's the young version of Paul George to me. Every time I see him play, it's a young version of Paul George. Is his career gonna end up like Paul George and he's never gonna win?
You ain't lying because I don't see Paul George is, and I always say this, I've always given this to him. Paul George is the pause when I'm about to say the most beautiful to watch playing basketball.
He got game.
Like the way that he plays and he flows with the game.
Yep.
It's the most beautiful thing to look at when you like watching skilled basketball. I mean, he's the epitome of a basketball player. Jason Tatum is the same way. I noticed that Jason Tatum when he played at Duke.
Yep.
I said, oh, he ready. He got to go this year. He can't play another year. He got to go this year because he was doing stuff that they're not doing.
Yeah, too advanced.
Yeah, but that's an NBA move. You got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, it's got to change. You got to do something. Now, I'm about to throw something at y'all. We were talking about the other night Dame and everything. Man, trade Jalen for Dame. Hey, we might have something. Hold on. Hold on.
I never thought about
Hey,
this.
me neither. I never thought about it. Trade Jalen for Dame. Look.
That'll work.
I would trade
In the East too?
I would trade Jalen for Dame, and I may get some other pieces, make some other trades or whatever, get some other pieces in there. Hey,
Bruh, I did not
you got
think
you,
about that.
you got you an automatic leader.
Yes.
You got your automatic leader.
Yes.
He's unselfish,
Bruh.
but he'll get you 30 or 40 if he need to.
That's
And
tough.
Let
they gonna have
Tatum
free
not be
agent money
stepping
too.
up.
That's tough.
Yeah.
They're gonna have free agent money too.
That's tough.
Y'all heard it here first. You heard it here on the Evergreen.
That's tough.
Listen.
That's a nice move right there.
if they make a move for Dame, and that'll be good for Portland too, because Portland got a young player.
They could build
They
around
try to
him.
rebuild around him or whatever, and he believe he'll win. That's cool.
Yeah.
Go be a one.
You know what I'm saying?
That's tough. I like that.
Hey, I think they should look at it. If the money work out, I think they should look at it.
It'll work out.
Hey,
It should work. And they should have all the mid-level exemptions available.
and I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I would love to see Dame and Jason Tatum play. I keep everything like it is. I keep Horford. I keep Williams. I keep that other Williams. They got the two Williams. I keep both of them. I probably get rid of some of the backup point guards. Smart got to go. Smart got to go.
Yeah, I'll let Smart go. I'll let that young dude, you know, JD Davis.
Yeah.
Like they gonna have to let him. Like he gonna have to try to play for Boston next year because the D League too easy for him.
Right. Bring him up.
They saying old boy over there averaging 30 and 12 in the
he got to come up. He got to come up then.
Yeah, and he's so athletic, bro. So you got him coming behind Dame. He can learn a lot, bro.
That's a good move.
Hey, that's a move, boy.
That's a good move.
That's a move. Y'all heard it here first, man. Call me.
I like that.
Then you got somebody who know they the one on the team.
They know they the one. I don't, cause see, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't know if Jason Tatum wants to be the one. I'm just being honest. Like I don't know if I think he just want hoop. You know these guys be like, man, I just want hoop.
Yeah.
I just want to play ball, man. I just want hoop, man. Nobody don't do that. I just want hoop. To me, Kawhi is like that.
Yeah.
Kawhi, I just want hoop. I want to play ball.
Yep.
Like Kawhi don't even fall into none of those categories. They be trying to say, Kawhi, what you think about this? Kawhi be like, I'm just playing basketball.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hoop.
I'm not about to get into all this with y'all.
Right. And so now you have those with those personalities. Dame got one of those personalities.
Yeah.
He got a personality like that and Dame will talk noise with the best of them and back it up.
Yeah.
Man, y'all know if you got a bad game going. And I saw Dame do this too. Dame knows what to do at certain times in the game. You get it? At the end of the game, he know he not gonna pass the ball to Tatum if he don't.
Yeah.
He know he gonna take the shot.
He gonna take the shot.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And he know how to
exactly.
slow it down. I watched him play.
And
He
stretched
know
the flow.
he knows how to stop the bleeding if something going on. He
Yep.
stretched the flow.
He gonna stretch the flow.
And they got enough shooting.
Yeah.
With that Williams boy, they got enough shooting.
They got enough.
To me, it's just
They'll win it.
I
They'll win it.
got to get out Jalen. What you're gonna have to do is,
That's a good move, bro.
but
dang.
also I think you need to, boy, if they could do this, I don't know if they could do this. I don't know if they can get this. I don't know if they can get this short, but if they can get this, if they could get this, them boys can win them a championship. You ready for what I'm about to say? I don't know if they could do it. I don't think they could do it. They may be able to do it with Jalen and somebody else. If they trade Jalen and Marcus, they may be able to do it. But it'll only because Dame wants out. You ready for this? And when you hear what I'm about to say, them boys in the championship. You ready? If they could trade Jaylen Brown and throw somebody, Marcus Smart, for Dame and Jeremy Grant, that's a wrap.
Oh, yeah.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap, Troy.
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there right now. Put this online. I'm putting this out there right now. If they can get Dame and Jeremy Grant in the trade, that's a wrap, Troy.
Yeah, send a first-round pick. Send 2 first-round picks.
They got them.
Marcus Smart.
I know they got them.
And Jaylen.
I know they got them, and they ain't going to use them.
Yep.
You ain't going to need them.
Send them. And then Portland gets a solid role player, a solid upcoming star player, and picks. Let's go, man. Because we got to win now.
We got to win.
At this point, Brad Stevens, listen to me. At this point, Boston, we got to win now.
Yep.
We didn't got all the picks. We didn't got all this stuff. Danny Ainge and hoarded them picks.
Forever.
They got all them picks forever. Now he done moved on. Because he done moved on because he don't think y'all going to do nothing. They got to make a move.
Yeah.
That's the trade right there. That's the trade. That's what I'm sticking with. You can do it in all season. That's what I'm sticking with.
I'm with it.
If it
They
happens,
shutting that boy
you heard
down
it here
right
first.
now. You heard it here first. And they shutting that boy right now, Dame down. They shutting him down so he ain't going to be injured. He going to be fresh. That's all I'm saying. Dame, say what you got to say. Stop beating around the bush. Tell them boys you want out of there and make your move. And tell them you want to go to Boston.
Yeah, man.
And tell them I told you. So on to some other news. So and we've been talking about this a lot lately because it's just a conversation in the news. Lamar Jackson, right? And I've heard a couple conversations about Lamar and different things. And like recently, he came out and said, that he requested a trade, right, in the early March. And it's because it's the same thing we were saying. And it was the same thing we were saying. I think he needed to control his narrative.
Yeah.
I think he did it too late. Now, not too late, but I think he should have been doing it before. But I got to I want to play something. Have you ever watched Uninterrupted with with the shop with Mav Carter and all them?
Check them out. Great show.
Yeah, they had Rich Paul on. I'm gonna play a clip. Pull it up. I'm gonna play a clip from it. And I watched the whole show, but I'm gonna play this clip, and I want to see what I got to take on it. That ain't it. That's how Instagram do you.
It's a conversation with
a
player or
a
player or a family. Like if I come to you when you represent Lil Mav, I'm like, Rich, you got to get my son a max deal, and you got to tell me he's not a max player.
It's very difficult because very few people actually value your expertise because it's their son that's the talent. So now it's like, well, if my son's a #1 pick coming in, how much do we really need you? So what I say to them is this, okay, now, if you go to Apple, Coca-Cola, all the major corporations, ask them how much money they spend annually on protecting their business. They don't cut corners. And if you needed heart surgery, are you going to urgent care? Or are you going to get the best?
Looking for a discount for a doctor?
But this is what I'm saying. But because it's a sport, you want to take a discount on your infrastructure.
Silly.
Right? Because you're more worried about what you're paying somebody.
Yeah.
And so I say, you saving $300,000 annually to miss out on $40 million. And most players get full off of ego. But you need to be full off of education because that's the real nourishment, right? You have to value expertise.
What is the conversation with a player?
So you get what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And that was Mav in the beginning. Rich Paul was giving all the information. If y'all don't know who Rich Paul is, he's the head of Clutch. He's LeBron's agent. Then he got AD, LeBron. I think he got Draymond. I think he got Bradley Beal. I think he got a bunch of players, and they branched off some other stuff. And so they really making some moves. And so give me your take on that. And I'm talking about the agent because, as we know, Lamar Jackson doesn't have an agent. And so a lot of times the going word, I watch podcasts that ain't sports podcasts. They talk about, I watch podcasts of people and they all saying the same thing, that he don't have an agent and they got different takes. I got a take on it, but I want to hear what y'all thinking on just what he's saying, and then even Lamar having an agent or not having an agent.
You want to go first?
I don't think him not having an agent. I think him not having an agent is actually benefits him.
Okay.
I think like he was saying also in that is that you have someone that's in that profession that can speak for you, but ultimately it's up to how great of a player that player is, and that determines whether or not like who wins in the long run.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that Lamar just trusting his ability and he's not rushing the process. And at the end of the day, you may say, oh, he might be losing, but is he? Because if Baltimore look trash, is he losing? You know what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of teams that's going to realize that, wait, this dude can come into our organization and change it immediately. Even if he doesn't play the first game of the season, they know that this man can come in their organization and change it immediately. So I'm like, wait it out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait it out. Like, and he not getting impatient. He just chilling.
He could wait. The trade deadline for NFL is what? I don't know.
I think it's between 6 and 8 somewhere because I know they changed the season. They extended the game, so I don't know if they extended the trade deadline. So it's between 6 and 8.
Before you get your take, I got a question about that part. If you're Lamar and you're sticking to your guns of not having an agent, do you sit out until trade deadline?
If I'm Lamar, no. The reason why he only made $32 million in his career so far.
Right.
And he got 32.
He need to play them games to get them.
Yeah, because he got to be vetted. So
Right.
it's still about being vetted. That's the difference between the NFL and the NBA. So you kind of slide it, and you can do yourself a disservice by not actually showing up on day one. Now, if he feels strongly about it, I'm with him. Do it, man. We seen running backs do it before. What's the running back that was with Pittsburgh?
Ezekiel did it. Le'Veon Bell did it.
Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon sat out the whole season, remember?
Right.
Zeke missed 4 games, and he still got the contract he wanted.
But Le'Veon didn't. Le'Veon never made that money back. So people say do it.
Right.
And it's okay to do it. It's okay to do it.
Right.
But you're not guaranteed to get the money back. Just like I feel as though I wouldn't do it if I was Lamar.
Right.
Like that's not my take, but
Right.
he should show up just so he could get. I want Lamar to get as much as he can.
Right.
And if he guaranteed his $32 million, I want Lamar to get his $32 million. You see what I'm saying? Like that. Like dude, get you, dude.
Right,
Because it's a lot of cats ain't getting 32 out here.
Right.
And you put your body on the line for 5 years already. So just make sure you can get your 32 for this year.
And
you
it has
sit
some
out
injuries.
Yeah, you sit out a lot of injuries, man. That's why he ain't played. I don't like the narrative what they tried to spin saying he wasn't really injured.
Right.
Like that man was injured, bro.
Right.
And like a cat like that is a warrior.
Yep.
If he can play, he gonna take a shot. He gonna get taped up. He gonna do whatever it is because his mentality.
He a baller.
Yeah, he got that dog in him.
He a baller.
He got that dog in him. That dude come from the muck in Florida.
Yeah,
like he ain't know just know every
And
day.
he want to play ball.
He want to play ball, man.
I'm not playing on no franchise tag.
Why?
I'm not playing on no franchise tag. First of all, we seen what happened when Dak played on the franchise tag. And they ain't had no choice but to sign him for what he wanted because they seen how trash they was. And it was like, well, we can't get no better than what Zach is and what he did. So I think
what you just said is the reason why to play though. You said Dak played on it, got hurt,
yeah,
and then they gave him all that money because he showed them loyalty. So what you just said is a reason to play.
Nah,
Think about what you just said. I ain't saying you said it, Troy.
No, but
you
I'm saying,
said it.
Yeah, but you got to think about this. Lamar is different than Zach. We know Lamar as a runner, and if he lose that ability to just run, he don't get what Zach get because Zach he showed himself to be more of a pocket passer.
Or trying to be. Anyway.
Or trying to be.
He don't
Like,
be hitting
just
nothing.
based on what he
Barnes and everything.
right, what he can do. But
Yeah,
I'm just
I get you.
saying,
I get what
like,
you're saying.
I just think that he has really more to lose in his situation than if he don't get what he wants. I mean, I seen the contract that he was supposed to be getting for the 3 years. I would take that contract.
I would have took it. I would have took that contract.
133.
Because it's 3 years.
And it was fully guaranteed.
Yeah, it's
I'd've
3
took it.
years.
He would have been 29 and a free agent again.
I'd have took it.
Yeah.
The only reason I wouldn't have taken it, and then maybe the reason he didn't take it, is because he don't want to play in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And I watched them games. I wouldn't want to play in Baltimore either because they weren't setting him up for success. Which back to my question I'm asking, because to me, if you're gonna keep this on and say wait it out, right? To me, wait it out then. Like wait all the way into the season, right? You know what I'm saying? And the reason I'm being because if you get to a certain place in the season, about game 5 and 6, you can kind of know what you got.
Yeah.
Most teams, you can kind of know where your trajectory is. Do I need to, kind of chill out and just wait for the draft or whatever?
Who making trades? And this ain't the NBA, yo.
It ain't.
Who's
it ain't,
making trades mid-season
It
for
ain't.
quarterbacks and star players to go to a team to try to make the playoffs in the NFL? You have never seen that before.
But
It's never going to be done.
Well, I don't know because you're right. It ain't the NBA, but I've been seeing lately, and I saw a couple years back that they made some moves in the middle of the season, which they don't move like that. They just do their trade stuff in the off season. And I was like, somebody may do it, especially if you got a system that you can plug Lamar into that fits. And it's like, dang, all right, we got a quarterback, everybody else balling, but our quarterback, I already projected he's not going to get us over. Yeah. If I can make a trade and I got some picks I can give up or whatever, and may not have to give up my main people, I'll do that. But once again, it's slim.
See,
it's slim.
Because the problem with that is the problem with that is you sitting out and not signing that tag before the season.
Right.
Is you start over with the Ravens again.
So he has to wait.
No, so
if he doesn't sign the tag,
they could tag him. They could tag him again 3 more times.
So he has to accept the tag.
He ain't got no choice. They own his rights in the NFL. In the NFL, the players don't own their rights unless he get a trade.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like he could be like, hey, I'm gonna sit out and then I'm gonna be a free agent or
no, it's not
like that. You got to retire before your rights go up.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this out of fear or anything, but if I am Lamar Jackson, I take the 3 years. The reason why I say that is because
it's too late. It's over with.
They ain't gonna give it to him.
They ain't offering it no more.
No, because they feel he disrespected them now.
Yeah, if they gave him 3 years, fully guaranteed 3 years, $133 million,
and you say no,
I will bam. I own you. So I got you. And they still being gracious to him.
They are.
Unless it's collusion going on with it, that's a whole other conversation. Yeah. But they still seemingly are gracious to him by saying we're gonna franchise tag you, and we can let you go find your trade.
Yeah, they doing him a favor. They really doing him a favor because they could have gave him the $45 million tag,
right?
And he couldn't go out and try to get a trade with another team.
Right.
Then he would have to get traded to wherever they want him to go for whatever they want.
Right.
They really doing him a favor.
Right.
But the reason why I say I was signed, and I'm being very clear, Lamar, get your money. Exactly. I don't care if you sign that franchise tag and say you hurt. You guaranteed to get your money this year.
100%.
Like, I'm not
100%.
saying he got to play for the Ravens.
100%.
I'm saying sign it.
Sign it.
Say, hey, man, I think I'm hurt, man.
That's right.
Like, hey, what y'all gonna do? All right,
I don't feel good.
Hey, it's cool. Let me get my $32 million at the house.
Right.
Like, don't sit out and don't get nothing. Get your $32 million at the house, but sign. That's all I'm saying. They can't say you not hurt.
I got you.
They already tried to say that.
Right.
So people gonna be like, oh, I don't know. Y'all already said that man might really be hurt.
I'm gonna use my personal situation, man. I remember like me going through a case with my lawyer. It was like right before. It was like 2019. And he called me and said, Troy, we can go ahead, settle this case. You know, you get it paid or whatever like that. But I think we can get more. And I said, okay. I said, let's get more. 2020 happened. Now I got to wait 2 more extra years.
Wow.
Because, and I basically could have got the same thing. But just trying to think that I can get more, there's a possibility of me getting more. I could have just settled and got what I got, like what I got. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It didn't get no higher, and it actually helped the other people by them having that delayed time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, like you say, I wouldn't delay it because you don't know what can happen. Get your money, and if you got to sit out, then sit out.
Sit out.
You feel me? But yeah, don't delay it. Go ahead, get your money, bro.
Yeah.
So agent. So Will, if I'm correct, I think you're at the school of this boy need to get an agent.
The boy need to get an agent.
Talk to me about it.
The reason why that boy need to get an agent is exactly what Rich and Math was talking about on the clip that you played. The reason he needed an agent is because he's not going to any meetings. He's not calling any owners that we know of. I see
that we know, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like I get the alerts on ESPN like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen him. He ain't seen him talk to nobody.
Yeah, we ain't out there.
So that's the reason why, because you have certain agents that work with just quarterbacks. That's the only clients that they have. They have 15 out of the top 32 quarterbacks in the NFL on one agency. Then the rest of them are on another agency, and that's it. That's the reason why he don't want to deal with it, because he don't want to deal with those 2 specific agencies.
Right.
Right. So ain't nothing wrong with him not dealing with them, but get somebody who's in your corner that can make the calls for you. And when they make the calls for you, they gonna give you the feedback. So your mom not hearing, nah, they don't want you.
Right.
So the agent might be hearing they don't want you, but the agent know they quarterback trash, so he gonna keep calling them. So the agent gonna keep calling. And then when the agent gonna finally talk to somebody in the front office who's willing to talk about trading for Lamar, because you got to still think about it too. The other team got to give up compensation for Lamar. It's not just that they could sign him; they got to give up future picks for him. So you taking something away from him, which he needs wide receivers because he don't have any in Baltimore.
True,
so
true.
that's the reason why you need an agent. You need an agent to make the calls for you. You need an agent to be the buffer for you. So you're not hearing all the bad news all the time and getting discouraged, and then you just tweeting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't
Out
need
your feelings, right?
We don't need that. We need you to be the dude who about to get $400 million.
So are you saying? Now I heard you were saying, and I think what you're saying. Are you saying that he needs to have an agent, even if he's just on your team, but have an agent?
Yeah.
You think he don't want to deal, like you said? You think he don't want to deal with those big organizations?
He don't want to deal with those.
And those that's just the good old boy system once
Just the
again.
good old boy system.
Now it says something, I was about to. This is my. I had a take on it because there's a line that Rich Paul says in there, and he says, he says Apple and all the big companies, he say to protect their interests, and then he says, you wouldn't go to a urgent care for heart surgery. He said, but because it's basketball, I don't know if he said basketball or sports.
He said sports.
Because it's sports, it seems like it's not that. So my question is this: is it really that? Because if we compare, let's compare. I mean, if somebody, God forbid, anybody have a heart surgery, you're trying to get the best doctor in the world for whatever that is, right? We talking something else now. We're not talking, any kind of games or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even with Apple and all these companies, we're talking about multi-billions of dollars to protect their interests.
Yeah.
I'm two-sided on what I'm about to say because, and I'm going to say just, so don't judge me on this. But compared to those two things, you're just talking about, $40, $50 million. You know what I'm saying? Which is a lot of money, right? That's a walking business. But then on the flip side of it, you already about to be able to sign a tag to get 32.
Yep.
$32 million. No, hold on, forget that. $5 million is a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you can do a lot with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people, you can live some people live the rest of their life the way. So we talking about $32 million on a franchise tag, which sometimes I'm kind of taken aback when we having this conversation because it's like, $32 million is a set for a bunch of families.
Yeah.
But because because it's sports, and I thought about it, is it that big a deal for him to miss another 15? Standing on, I just want to do it the way I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna say something about myself, and then y'all can attest to this too. I know you can attest to it daily what you're doing. Music. I do music, right? Now, I've had opportunities to pay producers, but then I've always had opportunities to develop producers. I work with producers. Shout out to EJ. Producers that I know, and we keep it in the house. We work together, right? I've had opportunities to send mixes out, which I've done before. And anybody knows you got to do the music, you got to get it mixed and mastered, right? And sometimes there may be two different people or whatever. And I've sent music out to get mastered and mixed, right? And paid somebody to do it. Yeah. I've done it myself. And sometimes I've done it and I ain't do too good a job. But I had to get better at it. But I've always been to the school of, I've had contracts on the table to be able to sign with big labels, and I've turned them down. But what I did also, which I'll be saying about Lamar, is I got online and I learned about the royalties, all the different kind of royalties. I learned about the deals. I downloaded a big old thick book, bro, a big old thick book of all the music contracts. So any kind of contract they got musically, whether it's work for hire, whether it's a mixing and mastering, whether it's an artist, whether it's a producer, whether it's publishing, I downloaded and I looked at the ones that I needed to see for what I wanted to do. So I educated myself. Even you, like right now, probably this week sometimes you doing construction.
This week, today,
but you're not a construction worker. If you get what I'm saying, right? That's not your. But I learned how to do it. It's like, I don't need to call nobody to do this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I could do it. I'll do it myself. In today in 2023, with so much information available, now certain things I'm not gonna walk in without no representation. Yeah. So if it was a criminal case, you know what I'm saying, and I'm trying to get the best lawyer there is. Right. But I'm not too far to think that I can figure it out if I needed to. If I ain't had the money, I'll get it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's another conversation. If I ain't had the money, I'll get it out the mud like I needed to. But it's one of those things where, and I see, even in that conversation, I watched the whole interview, and then I told you that Drewski on there, they had Rich Paul, they had the Garcia boy, and they had Steve Stout. Steve Stout, I want to tell you about United Masters. And I hear them talk, And when I hear them talk, I hear a lot of truth and information and solid facts, but then I hear also the tone of an individual that don't want to lose their space.
Yeah.
Because of information.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I've seen it over and over again that these young dudes, some of these young dudes going into them labels themselves. And they smart enough. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you who was on Corday was on there.
Okay. Yeah,
Corday was on there, and he started talking about his numbers and everything. He was like, "Man, I might not be the most popular." He said, "But I'm always touring."
Yeah.
He's saying my album went gold and this, and he's talking, and I'm like, "Wait, where? Like when do?" But he's saying now, and he's talking about how the labels offered him some money, and he was like, "No, I'm straight." Two people, him and Currency. I listened to Currency the other day, and I know it's music, but I'm thinking, and I guess I get y'all take on it. Is it? How do y'all? I feel like there's a level of that you still need to have representation because of the good old boys right now, but then I feel like there's a place where it's changing. It's been for years now.
It is.
I mean, if I can go to other microcosms, I can go from CD to MP3. You know what I'm saying? I can go from they about to do it right now with the vehicles, from gas to electric. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see things changing. Is this like a sometimes a last grip to not let change happen that way? Because if Lamar does it, and he's everybody knows Lamar Jackson. If he does it and wins with it, what does that say about dude that's a sophomore at such college right now? And you brought up a point.
Yeah.
You brought up a point yesterday. I mean, you were talking about how, and this may segue to the next thing about they saying these young boys don't have agents.
Yeah.
You know, the NIL, but some of them guys may come out of there and begin to go in, and that's gonna be a big deal too, because you're talking money now.
Yeah.
You're not going from a place where you've been playing for heart and playing for the team and you want to be loyal to your coach.
Yep.
Now your business is as a freshman. And from your freshman to whenever you finish playing, you talking business.
You've been getting the deals done.
I think, and it's gonna segue to the next part for sure. I didn't see it connecting this way. But I think a lot of times the NFL and the ownership and the powers that be, the things that are in place already, even the agencies, I think they're afraid of their cheese movie. You ever read that book, Who Moved My Cheese? I've seen it. Yeah, I think they're afraid of what they've been doing. I feel like this when NIL happened. I believe they were afraid for so long of what they've been doing and having a whole stronghold over so long. I believe that it's switching.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Lamar thinking this far into it. Let me go back. I don't know if he thinking this far into it. He's been without an agent for a long time. But me, personally, I'm thinking that sometimes they don't want him to do it. Because if he does it, he may open a floodgate or something else.
Yeah.
I agree.
I see that. And I also see Lamar, man, we on your side.
Right,
bro.
100%.
Like,
100%.
but Lamar missed some steps in the situation.
Yeah.
You had the blueprint. I don't care who you are now.
Yeah.
LeBron is the blueprint.
Blueprint.
LeBron is the
Blueprint.
GOAT. I don't care what they talking about with Jordan.
Blueprint.
LeBron is the blueprint.
Blueprint.
He went and got a whole team of cats that all understood their assignment and their job to help everyone.
100%.
Not just LeBron.
100%. And they branched out.
And they all branched out.
I got a
Lamar
question.
could have did that.
Do you think because I saw something in the car when I was in the car, I was listening to another podcast, another popular podcast, and they started talking about it, right? And I saw another thing that there is once again he got to do it right.
Do it.
And this may be the best time because there is a way that you can even start you can I saw he was trying to do his own I said little again like I did last time. His own media company, right? And he did an interview on there himself, which is smart.
Yep.
If you get the right people to interview you and it's
Right questions.
it's professional, right? But this is an opportunity for him to do that. Get you somebody, get an agent. You know, somebody that might be they might be a free agent.
Yep.
If that makes sense, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
possible, because there's a lot of them.
And bring them in, and let them do that work for you, and you can establish your situation.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And now you winning on both ends because you own the company.
Yeah.
Upon owning the company, and they representing you.
So I deal in agency a lot. Like that's like real estate business. We also own the construction business, right? I don't have to do the work like Trey was saying all the time, but some days I actually have to do the work. Like today I had to do electrical wiring. We wired a 5,000 square foot building. Me and two other guys. Lamar has to do the work. He has to get educated on what he wants, not not the beginning. I'm talking about the outcome.
Right.
Educate yourself on the final. Educate yourself on Lamar Jackson being a 15-time NFL player, 15-year NFL player, Hall of Fame player. Don't educate yourself on this one contract.
Right.
Don't say, hey, this is the deal I want now. You should have been thinking about this 3 years ago when you was in your second year. You knew this deal was coming up.
100%.
Exactly.
So it's the team around people, man. You have to have the right team around you. And I think that's what he failed at. But he can rectify that quickly. I mean, in the next 24 hours, we can see a deal where Lamar Jackson just got $300 million offer and somebody sending 2 first-round picks to the Ravens.
Absolutely, it can happen.
But you gotta talk the talk.
You got to talk
and
the
walk
talk.
it.
And see, another thing about you saying you didn't just get up there and start doing electrical because it had to be done.
Nah.
You learned it.
I used to be the field supervisor at Cox Cable. I ran wires all day for 10 years.
So you know you can do it.
I know I can do it. I just don't terminate it. I got to get my electrician to come in and terminate it.
But this is what I'm saying. So, and also, if you did have to hire somebody to do it,
Yeah.
that's what I did. When I started doing mixing, jokes would say, man, it's going to be about, $60, $70 an hour to do it. It's going to take me about 10 hours to do it. Well, you telling me, you about to charge me $700 for the mix, right? I'm not doing the math. And I'm like, why is it going to take you? And I'm not questioning because your number is your number. But in my mind, I've done work. So I know that you just tacked on 5 hours.
Yeah.
Because when I know I'm getting technical, but when I finish my sessions are super clean. I didn't cut all the air out. Ain't no clicks, ain't no noise. Everything is where it's supposed to be. So when you get it, all you're doing is levels and effects.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't have to cut none of this stuff for me. So I know this already. So I know that whatever you're saying, but it's because I spent the time doing it. Because I had to do it. I didn't open a business saying, hey, I'm a mixer. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You're not about to say I'm an electrician. Hire me for electrician work.
I ain't never saying that.
But if I had to do it, I don't want to do it. But if
Yeah.
I had to do it, and if I had to bring somebody in, I'll know it. And this is when Rich says it's just sports. I agree. It's just sports. It ain't life or death.
Yep.
Without an agent, Lamar gonna get $32 million this year. That's more than 90% of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? In just this 1 year, and it's guaranteed, right?
Guaranteed. It's guaranteed.
So for me, it is a good chance to take a chance. But now you have to, what you said, don't just think about this deal.
Yeah.
Let's think about doing something bigger. When LeBron James retires, he's still gonna have equity on every great player that come in and sign with Clutch.
Yep.
But it's because you built it out.
Yep.
And that's my conversation. So I think that it is just sports. And I do think sometimes they're afraid of losing their positions and things because it was they call it specialized knowledge. I say we say it like specialized knowledge.
Yeah.
If you don't want to look it up, I can charge you for it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to look it up, I can charge you whatever I want to charge you for it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to look it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's specialized knowledge. But on the other side of that, you got to do your due diligence. And so now these boys coming in out of NIL, if they pay attention to the mold, it'll be something different. I think they're scared about the NIL, bro.
Man,
I think they're still scared.
So I seen the article. I want to give the writer all his credit. I'm on my Dante stuff tonight.
Get on there. Shout out to Dante.
Shout out to Dante, man. Ralph D. Rosario, Associated Press writer also. So he's big time.
Yeah.
He's one of them dudes. The headline for his article was Congressional Hearing Targets NIL Chaos in College Sports.
And they had chaos in quotes, didn't they?
Yep.
So congressional hearing.
In chaos. So I seen it. Oh man, that's a stupid article. I immediately went to. I already know what this is. This clickbait. So before I click on it, let me go and get on my Dante stuff.
Right.
Chaos. It's a noun. Complete disorder and confusion.
Yep.
So I keep looking a little deeper. What else does chaos mean? The formless matter supposed to have existed before the creation of the universe. So they were supposed to be getting paid before.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
So I said, okay, cool. That's some dope definitions. What else they got? Behavior so unpredictable as to appear random, owning a great sensitivity to small changes in the conditions of the earth. Yeah. So I understood more what he was trying to say in the chaos. But then you got all of these people that's making the laws
Yep.
taking it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yep.
because they see NIL as a threat.
Yep.
So now what they trying to do is they trying to regulate the name, image, and likeness. How can you regulate a name, image, and likeness of somebody else except for you controlling them?
Yeah, it's a salary cap. It's a salary cap. Go ahead.
Salary cap
What you
on
saying?
top of my dollars.
Slavery cap.
It's slavery cap. No. The slavery cap is me. No, y'all doing too much.
Yep.
Y'all about to get too much leeway. You saw they put out that list of what the different people were worth.
Who's number one?
Bronny. They said Bronny's NIL assessment was $7.5 million. Now, I believe that's bull too, because I know that boy worth more than $7.5 million to any team that he go to.
Yep.
Exactly.
And they had a bunch of them on there. They had that 1.5, 1.0, whatever, and do like that. And I know they were doing. I know they put stuff out like that too to try to, curb the court of public opinion. Mm-hmm. But now it's like a cap because there's no cap on it.
Yeah. And you see a lot of
So now they call it chaos. So and it's public opinion.
Yeah.
So now they want somebody to vote on something. They want, you know what I'm saying?
They want to take it to the government and let the government set regulations on how much they can get paid because they feel like they're not a college athlete anymore. They're professional athletes now.
Right. But what are you gonna do? What are they gonna do, Will? Like with the way it's set up, the only way, and this will be like baby back bull. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like from jump, this will be haterism at its best. Like blatant. I just don't want you to have more up in my face, and which goes on a lot of times in life, but nobody wants to say it because they don't want to seem like that person. Mm-hmm. But it's blatant. I don't want you to have more because the only thing I can see them doing is putting a cap on how much they can make.
Yeah.
That's like putting a cap on commission, though. But you know what I'm saying?
And that's illegal.
You know what I'm saying? That's like putting, what you sell? It's like putting a cap on you. Like
it's illegal.
You can only sell, $2 million worth of homes this year when you got the potential to do 20. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's illegal. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that.
That's it.
You can't do that.
So I don't know. Even Congress and even everything. I don't know what they'll do.
Yeah. So you starting to see a lot of teams doing it though. Like even in our state, you starting to see teams say, "Hey, we're going to give all the players this certain one flat deal. You don't have to go out and get any more NIL deals. So be happy with this $40,000 we giving you this year, and let's focus on your education and playing ball." Yeah. So you starting to see schools actually starting to do that. Yeah,
which they could have been doing, by the way,
but then they still not the ones that's doing it. They still going outside getting the money.
Yeah, they got them packs and they got them collectives. Yeah.
So I still don't understand that.
But the thing about it is, even with that, you can't make anybody do it. Mm-mm. They can't. If we all three go to LSU, right? And we the 3-star players. What position you want to play? What position you want to play?
I'm point guard, dude.
We playing basketball, football?
Basketball?
Which one?
Oh, hey, go
football.
No.
Football. No, football get the money. Football get the money.
Running back.
Running back.
I'm gonna play safety.
Play safety. Yeah. I'm gonna be whatever. I'm gonna be a corner or something like that, right? If we the stars on the team, right? Everybody getting that flat rate, but we the ones,
right?
I mean, we the blue chip. We the ones.
We the one getting them.
Then if you and me decide to go get a deal from Gordon, right?
Yeah, Gordon.
Or anybody else, right? We decide to get a deal. You can't stop me from doing that.
Right.
You try to put pressure on me to try to focus, but you can't stop me from doing that because now you have no rule, no precedent to do it.
Yep.
I don't know what they're gonna be able to do, bro. I know they're trying to say chaos, but I don't know what they're gonna be able to do.
Yeah. It's just the way they use the words and like just throwing them out there.
Yeah.
You making the whole situation derogatory to me.
Yeah.
Like you messing up the situation for the people who actually doing it the correct way.
Who doing the correct way?
What about all the kids who still getting on the dean's list for playing ball every day and working out in the spring right now?
Right.
Like they earned it because they can't earn no other money. And who cares if they pick up their phone and do some NIL?
But it's ultimately about control.
It's control. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because they know that if these players able to have that like ability to be financially be stable, there's certain things they're not gonna be able to get away with these players because they're gonna be able to. A lot of these players are afraid of losing their position on the football team because they know that their whole family is dependent on them.
Depending on them getting into the league.
Get into the league.
Yeah.
And if I can make it before I get to the league, because we know a lot. First of all, even your star athletes don't necessarily be great when they get to the NFL.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we know like players like Tim Tebow. Mm-hmm. Man, Tim Tebow would have been a multi-millionaire before he even.
He wouldn't have go to NFL.
No.
Johnny. Johnny Manziel? Who wouldn't have to go?
No.
Cam wouldn't have to go.
It messed Johnny up going.
Yeah, right. Reggie?
Yeah, he could have stayed.
Bruh. And they know that.
What's the rookie contract in NFL? Y'all know?
It's still slotted. It's slotted by your draft position.
But basically, but what's the
Like,
let's say
number one pick. I think they get what? Don't they get like $8 million? No,
let's just say 8
or
million.
15.
Yeah,
15
it's like 15. 15 for the one.
At first it was,
but it's a
them
drop
boys was
though.
getting 30, like
30. But
No, I remember.
Jamal Russell messed
Yeah,
that
he
up.
killed
though.
that. Yeah, he killed
Yeah,
that.
he messed that up because
I don't care what nobody
Cam
say.
Newton was the first player to not get that big money
because of that.
Because of that.
So you talking? Let's say 15.
15. And that's for the first pick overall.
That's for the first overall pick. So
And
slide.
they keep going down.
Can you bet? Boy, I'll stay all 4 years, boy, if I can get $1 million, $2 million. I'm saying all 4.
Yeah.
If I get $2 million a year in NIL for 4 years,
Yep.
I'm staying.
Why not?
Yep.
Matter of fact, my mama them set the second year I play.
For real.
And you know they always say, man, I'm praying for my mama, for my family.
Real life.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to think about that and see these younger dudes are different too. These younger dudes are different. We younger dudes and we different too because we thinking like that 20 years ahead of time. But these younger dudes are different. They don't really care about you're not really shaking them with you throwing a bunch of numbers out. Your 100 million. Your 50, like you really not phasing me.
Yeah.
Because dude said, man, I'm doing this with so much men right now. You know what I'm saying? I can do this and this and this. All I need is this and this and this. What y'all talking about? And I'm only 18. They thinking, boy, I can do so much more in my life. What y'all talking about? If y'all telling me, and they're thinking that way, which goes back to the Lamar conversation, I think a lot of these guys are thinking that way, and the NIL are making businessmen.
Yeah.
They're making businessmen.
See, NIL is actually helping more than what Lamar's getting help with because it's putting you out there in front of everybody. So everybody's seeing you all the time.
Yeah.
You already setting these deals.
Right.
You already turning deals down. You ain't taking everything.
Right.
So like I personally know some kids who done turned NIL deals down because the numbers wasn't right for what the appearances they had to do.
Right.
So but what appearances you seeing Lamar on?
Well, see, all right, that's good because now you just made me think. That's a good take because now you're making me think Lamar needs to be in some name, image, and likeness movement right now.
Yep.
Oh man,
He need. All right, it's crazy, ain't it?
that'll be big.
That'll be huge. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you. That just got me right there. He the poster child.
He's the poster child. So he need to be posting himself working out on the field.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. He needs to be.
Him being silent is like actually hurting himself.
This is what I'm saying, and you can play the silent game. See, he's playing, and he may be a catalyst for somebody to do it better than him. They say, in the words I think Drake said, it's not who did it first, who did it best.
Yeah.
Right? And so he may be a catalyst for what somebody would do better than him. And I think that's what they're really nervous about.
Yeah.
I've always seen the systems get nervous when they see somebody buck the system, and they ready to just break the buck. They want you to put you back in place, slave cap, right? Like, but if he was to do that, he's playing the silent game right now. The silent game is the game that you can play when you have an agent, though.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You can play the silent. I'm going to give another silent game and a sit out game. You can play that when you got an agent, because they're going to suggest that you do that.
Yeah.
Them guys don't just sit out because they want to sit out. The agent said, "Yo, you need to go ahead and do this. You know, we can get this and this and this and this." But when you don't, you need to play the other game.
Yep.
What you about? I know you about to say something.
Remember T.O. was at home doing sit-ups in his driveway that time?
Working out in the pool.
And his agent was there. His agent was there. So as soon as they came with his agent called all the news people, and the news people rushed to the house.
They pull up. Nah,
And the agent stopped him and said, "Don't say this, don't say that." And all he said was what he was saying while he was doing his sit-ups. And the agent was standing right there. So some people need an agent.
well, see, some people need an agent. If it was us, if it was me, or anyone, I'm smart enough to be like, even let's say it was me. You call me as a homeboy. You call me as a homeboy, and I ain't trying to be your agent. But look, bro, I'm telling you what you need to do is, see, like if I knew Lamar, I'd call him right now and say, "Hey, go tell him you're gonna work out at such field today." And you know what? All the media outlets coming.
All of them. Yep. All of them.
They coming. Even if the majors don't come, they're gonna see somebody on Bleacher Report.
Yep.
I know they coming out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Look, you can get I Am Athlete to come out there.
Yeah, they will. You can go to I Am Athlete.
Look, matter of fact, go work out Miami.
You go to I Am Athlete and work out.
I'll go work out at I Am Athlete. I'll go work out at such place. You know what I'll be doing? I'll call Coach Prime and come in there and talk to the team.
Yeah.
I'll come over there and talk to Shador. But you see what I'm saying? And look, they're gonna be open for it. Because these are all people that are doing something that's against the grain.
Yeah.
Yep.
These are all people that's doing something that's against the normal way of doing it.
Yep.
Call them, man. See what's up.
Yeah.
Call Joe Budden.
Yeah.
And tell him, let me sit down. Let me tell my piece. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a workout. Let's do an interview on the field.
Yeah. Hire Well Off to go ahead and shoot you for the next 2 weeks.
Look,
Well Off gonna create the content for you.
You see what I'm saying? And so now, this is the thing that you got to do. You're going to build so much buzz that two things happen. Number one, it won't be just for that contract, but you'll get the contract that you want because it'll be too big for them to deny. Mm-hmm. If there is collusion going on, everybody going to be looking at it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The owners got to pay attention to you. But the second thing is, you're still building your own brand.
Right. I don't think they think about that.
But
I know for a fact he not thinking about that because Lamar too big time for him.
Yeah.
For him not to be doing like you saying, doing things to kind of like put himself out there.
He ain't in no car commercials.
He ain't on nothing.
Deion Sanders, these boys not paying attention. They're not paying attention to what's going on.
Prime killing.
They're not paying attention to Prime. They're not paying attention to. They're not paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's my big deal. If you're going to do this, I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's break the system.
Man, we seen it in our group the other day, man. Troy, you gotta get in the group, dog.
Yeah, we gotta put you in the group.
We
chat.
seen Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, the great salesman he is, selling air conditioners in Colorado
Selling air conditioners.
in the wintertime.
The little portable air conditioners that you did like in the cooler. Yeah, they're selling them.
Selling them in the wintertime.
Listen, I saw that boy. They did an interview.
No, man, that's so dope. That's so dope, bruh.
They did an interview with Prime the other day, and they asked Prime, it was showing up the clip on I think it was on the Colorado bus plate, and they said, what you got to do? And I shout out to Prime for this. He's like, man, at some point, man, we just got to be better. I'm encouraging everybody to be better. He said, even me, man, I got to be a better father. I got to be a better, father, better coach, better. We got to get better. And that dude was Prime them, whatever it was. He said, well, what's your example of that, Prime? He said, man, Jesus. He said, everywhere Jesus went, everything got better. And right after that went off, there was a locomotive or some kind of ad, some kind of lawyer ad come right after. Zoom on the screen. And I was like, boy, them boys stuck that ad in there. And I be wanting to, what I be wanting to do? God give me an opportunity to get in the door to see something. I want to sit in these rooms and I want to see how much y'all charging for these ads.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because it was only a 2-second ad, but it's like, what you charge for it? Yeah. Did you charge $2,000? Did you charge $5,000? What is it worth? Man, because everybody's seeing it.
They charging more than that because even when you go to $1 million worth of game, they charging $40,000-$50,000 for an interview.
Look, you see what I'm saying? And
they not, you're not just getting on $1 million worth of game. You got to pay to be on that.
That's what I'm saying. And all the rest of them too. They just don't do it. Joe do it. Joe Budden do it too. But they don't say it like Gilly them said. Mm-hmm. But they do it. They do it where it seems to be organic. You get what I'm saying? They'll play somebody's song, but they didn't pay them to get on there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Them boys not paying attention.
Yeah.
If I was Lamar, I'd be doing all that too.
Yep.
Somebody called commercial. I'd be called everybody that called me to try to get me to sign an endorsement deal. Mm-hmm. If they got some buzz, boy, I'm about to be on somebody's commercial, boy.
Yeah. Lamar,
who he signed? He signed with any shoe company? Lamar? Is he signed with? He ain't signed with no shoe company.
That's what I'm saying. He don't have nothing, bro.
Call G and get on Puma, man. Go get on Puma or something.
This dude don't have nothing, bro.
Go get it. He ain't even in no McDonald's commercial or nothing.
And this dude is an MVP
of the league.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
not only MVP of the league, people love Lamar Jackson.
Bro,
without talking.
Yeah.
He not lovable because he got charisma. They see the next coming. I'm saying is the next coming of Vic. Mm-hmm. They see the potential. They know what can happen.
And he a really good dude.
Yeah, bro.
He really take care of his community. Like, he's a really good dude. But they got every rapper in the world got a McDonald's box. They selling nuggets and sandwiches.
But Cardi B and Offset selling McDonald's meals.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Everybody didn't have one, bro. You gonna tell me Lamar can't get one?
Yeah, dog.
But let me ask this question though: is that all because he doesn't have an agent?
Yeah, because who people calling for him?
No, what I'm saying is
that's true.
I'm saying Because, like you said, that's still taking taking the good old boy system out of this.
I'm not an agent. You agent?
Nah, I'm really.
But I mean, but you know what I'm saying?
I ain't got
agent.
it. I ain't got it.
I'm not an agent. But I'm sitting here right now, coming up with this immaculate, amazing, phenomenal plan. I know your mama can take the calls for the endorsement deal because those contracts are pretty much.
That's it.
It's not no long-term thing. They're about to pay you this much to do this ad.
Man, call Master P and get some rap snacks or something, man.
Look.
Go get some rap snacks,
hey, yo,
man.
what I'm saying, Will, is
Get some cereal like Snoop
there's
got.
too many people to call.
Too many.
There's too many people to call for you not to be making no calls. And once again, I ain't at the crib. I don't know what you're doing, what you're saying, how y'all moving, what your ideas. But I do know that if I was moving around right now, right, this is how I'll be in everybody's face. Y'all would not be able to see me.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, and just shout out to Lamar, man. I hope.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm about to say, man. I hope he get everything he want, bro. But God, dog, boy, you about to get 32, and that ain't what you want. You about to get 32, and that ain't what you want. So we'll see, man.
And he offered him 45 a year, and he ain't take that. Just tell the people you don't want to be in Baltimore, man.
Just tell the people you don't want to be in Baltimore. And if that's the case, that's another ball game.
Yeah.
And he said, but that may be what he was trying to say when he said he requested a trade. But now you need to say, I don't want to be here.
Man, see, I got questions about all of that. Like, how you don't have an agent and request a trade? Who's putting it? Who you talking to?
All right. So there it is. If you put in a trade, okay, if you requested a trade, who made that call for you? Did you call and tell them yourself?
Man, I would have put all that on social media.
But I would have said, I
name,
personally called.
everything.
I would have said, if I called them, I said, man, I called them personally because I don't have an agent and I requested a trade. I would say it.
And this is who I talked to on this day.
This is who I talked to on this day, and they got it on record that we talked.
So I'm going to force them to answer the questions.
100%.
Because now the media going to be like, nah, he said he talked to you.
But see, those the little things. This is why I think you need an agent. I don't think you need an agent. But this is why I think you do. Mm-hmm. Because you're missing these little things. You're missing the little possibilities of what could actually be done. Now, an agent would tell you what we're talking about.
Yep.
An agent would start setting up these promos. An agent would have you on the Tonight Show.
Yep.
The agent would have you on such and such, whatever, right? If you're willing to contact and call all these people and do it, by all means, do it. But do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
I mean, how many years? We all love the Lakers, though. Like, everybody, I don't care who you are. You grew up watching Kobe.
Right.
You love the Lakers. You love Brian.
Right,
whatever.
right.
We all love the Lakers. We all know all the Lakers GMs.
Yep.
We know all the Lakers GMs through time.
Every single one
you know
of
why? Kobe and them, all of them say their name.
Yep.
They say who they talk to. They
Yep.
say we needed more people.
Yep.
We needed to put somebody in the trade. I
Yep.
told him this is what I needed.
Yep.
You got to say who the people are, Lamar.
You got to say who the people are. And that's an opportunity, too, because there's a difference between the NBA relationships and NFL relationships.
Yep.
We know a lot of NBA GMs, but we don't know many in the NFL. I mean, if we're NFL, NFL just, something like we just into it, then, a lot of people get in there and start naming a bunch of GMs. But for the most part, we don't know a lot of them.
Yeah.
We know the ones that be messing up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't gonna say nobody's name.
Mickey Loomis.
I didn't say no name. See, I was about to say it too, but we know the ones be messing up. But then it's like, you don't really know and you don't really hear of them having those conversations. But Lamar can open that floodgate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Change the game, man.
He can change the game. I think, hey, man.
Make better people.
Make better people, man. Make better people, man. Make better people. Man, it's the Evergreen Pod. We've been here. We had a good time, Will. Had a good time, Troy.
Man, it was dope.
We're going to do it again. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Getting them comments.
Yeah.
Tell us what y'all think, because we're going to jump in them comments with y'all. I don't know
Send
if
your
y'all think
shirt
so.
size. Send your shirt size.
Send your shirt size so we can make it happen. We got some prizes and some games we're going to do. So it's all good, man. Appreciate you coming, Troy.
No problem.
We're back at it again. Don't let it be your last time, bro. We're gonna
I love this, bro. I love this.
let's go, man. We're gonna keep it popping, man.
Keep it New Orleans, too.
Keep it New Orleans. Oh yeah, New Orleans, man. This has been the Evergreen Pod, y'all. We'll see y'all next time.